morning. Hello, I'm Crystal. It is Monday the 16th of July 2018. Yesterday I didn't do any videos or pictures because I was miserable and stuck indoors all day. Basically because on Saturday evening my mother Jennifer rang me up, left an answer phone message, and I listened to it on 121 on Vodafone. And I rang my mother back. I wasn't feeling that well that evening anyway, and she told me that my father Derek had blood in his urine. And I could also hear the conversation between my two parents in the background, and my mum was saying, "Is that what you want me to say, Derek?" Sunday was very hot. Very nice weather to go to the seaside, especially if you've got a car and can take people in it. I know my dad says he doesn't go out, but I did catch them once coming back from Morrison's in my father's car, the one he had before, the Alfa Romeo, the silver Toyota. I was stuck indoors all day. I had a bath and I felt so ill and tired after the bath. I went to bed for 3 or 4 hours. People had talked about taking people to the seaside with buckets and spades. First thing in the morning I put washing out and I could smell drugs, cannabis, outside the back coming from somewhere. And then I started to get a pain in my cheeks, in my sinuses, round my ears and head. I then went out to Sainsbury's, where whenever I went near a woman, she rushed out the way, moved like I was some kind of disease. I'd been getting really, really nasty emails from Beaver Street, obviously knowing that I stayed by myself the majority of the time, which I'm not going to answer them anymore because they upset me very much. One said they were Lewis, 21, a virgin, and they had a foot fetish, which I ignored. I'm 49. I've been married and I haven't got a foot fetish. It's people mucking about. I've wondered if it's my son's ex-girlfriends, a bitch that wants to get her own back on me, but it's certainly not funny. I'd also had, what are you doing tonight, Saturday night? And I don't do anything. I don't go to pubs and clubs. I'm 49 years old. I want to stay indoors and watch TV, really. The Sunday, I wasn't able to answer people because I didn't have internet. So I watched Rain Man in the evening with Tom Cruise in it about the autistic man. That was good. And then I went to bed by myself, and it was very, very quiet yesterday, which was good. But it was very, very boring and very, very lonely. Like I said, I'd gone out to Sainsbury's to get my lunch, and Saturday I went out and got this smelly ball, which I remember from the Gloucestershire Fair. This one was from Chatham DNA stores, and in DNA stores people were giving me no space to buy the things that I was buying. Previously in the library my foot had been trod on and no one apologised. I also got this Smurf clock from DNA stores on Saturday, £6 reduced to £2.50. I'm finding that I'm being pushed, shoved, where it says please give people privacy to talk to the cashier, can you give people space? They're coming right up to my back and touching me, looking around and trying to aggravate me for some reason. I don't know why. It's pathetic, childish and silly, because half the time it's parents letting their children stamp on my foot and push me about, and I'm not going to shout at children. As I wrote in my diary on Saturday, I haven't made an entry yesterday. Somebody's laughing outside at this moment as I'm speaking, which is off-putting, but I'm carrying on as usual.